Nothing says Merry Christmas better than a good rock and roll Christmas concert. And there are very few Christmas concerts out there better than the Brian Setzer Christmas Extravaganza. Yeah, you remember Brian Setzer. He was the guitar player, singer for the old 80s band, the Stray Cats. Well, for the last, 20 years or so, he has been touring and recording with the Brian Setzer Orchestra. And every time around this year, he goes on a Christmas tour. And I have seen him now, 6 times. And what's weird is, I guess I've seen him so many times, I got bored with writing about the same concert every year. So I was looking back in my concert review files, and the latest one I had that I wrote about was in 2016. Okay, I've seen him a couple of times since then, but 2016 is as current as one I had. So I thought I'd share it with you. So this was Brian Setzer's Orchestra Christmas Concert 2016 at the Allen Event Center in Allen, Texas, which is a north suburb of Dallas. So there it is, Brian Setzer's Christmas Extravaganza. I was there, and this is how it went down. It's Christmas time, so I've got my tree up, my Christmas cards written somewhere. Okay, what else? Oh yes, the Brian Setzer Orchestra Christmas Concert, of course. Now, after 4 years, this seasonal concert has become as much of a Christmas tradition at my house as the tree. In fact, I think my wife Margot would do without the tree before she'd part with the exuberance and excitement of Brian Setzer's seasonal tasty guitar licks. Apparently, we weren't alone in our seasonal Setzer vibe, because the Allen Event Center was pretty packed last Friday night with folks of all ages. There was even a booth set up with a collection of Gretsch guitars for the kiddies, or the parents, to have a photo op with Brian Setzer's preferred guitar. Oh yes, this is so everyone could feel, just for a couple of seconds, like a star of rockabilly, new wave, swing, blues, rock and roll. Wow, just what is Brian Setzer's music? Huh? Wow, doesn't really matter, because he's just one of the greatest showmen, guitarists, singers, performers. Okay, you get the idea. And I didn't have to stand in line because, well, I've got my own Gretsch guitar. Yeah. Now, after a couple of weeks of having to explain to everyone I know who Brian Setzer was, I was ready for the show. Who cares if no one I know can remember Setzer's old band, the Stray Cats? Wow. Seriously? Regardless, I couldn't wait to hear one of my favorite guitar slingers, not to mention the owner of 3 Grammy Awards, strum out Stray Cat Strut, Rock This Town, Sleepwalk, and well, a few Christmas tunes. After all, the show was billed as Brian Setzer's Orchestra's 12th Annual Christmas Rocks Tour. Wow, that's a mouthful. Indeed. And such meant a bandstand full of musicians. The stage was quickly crowded with saxophone, trumpets, trombone players who were pumping their fists into the air and blowing out a rockin' season greetings, as if to say, we're no longer the geeky band kids, we're the super rad, gnarly bitchin' horn blowers. Yeah, very groovy, daddy-o. Okay, enough hipster slang of yesteryear. because on stage walked the stray cat strutter himself, Brian Setzer. As I watched Mr. Setzer glide through guitar riffs that seemed to defy all the laws of musical nature, all I can think was, just how much hair gel does Brian put in his hair? Wow, it never moves! Seriously! Never moves. Never. After a couple of hours of seasonal rocking, Brian's carefully styled 50s do was in as perfect shape as his voice was. But wait, is that a piano I hear? What? A piano at a Setzer show? Yes, Mr. Setzer gave us all an early Christmas treat by adding pianist Yannick Lafreniere, something like that, to his orchestra. And rest assured, this is no tickling the ivories Liberace player. Oh no, not for this band. Heavens, no. Mr. Lafreniere was more of a slam, bam, take no prisoners, Jerry Lee Lewis ain't got nothing on me kind of piano player. Now, speaking of Jerry Lee Lewis, after the horn players left the stage to catch their breath, Brian, along with his longtime bassist and always the showman, Johnny Spaz Hodgson, and drummer Daniel Glass, invited Yannick Lafreniere to join in their annual Rockabilly Jam session, featuring the Jerry Lee Lewis standard, Whole Lot of Shaking Going On. Now, the way Yannick slammed down on the piano keys, I was kind of surprised that the poor thing was still playable after he had finished his playing / assault of the poor instrument. Yeah, I haven't seen this kind of shaking going on in the Allen Event Center since the Allen American hockey team won the championship last season. Wow. Yannick Lafreniere. Must be French. I just wonder if I'm pronouncing that right. Lafreniere. Now, even with the Stray Cats tunes and the Rockabilly revival, there was still plenty of time for the Christmas music, keeping up with the seasonal concert theme, regardless of what some of the reviews on the Ticketmaster review page might have claimed. Yeah. Now, for my money, the Setzer Christmas concert is still a seasoned tradition I'll keep up as long as Brian Setzer keeps playing. I mean, who needs all the headaches of decorating a fake tree? Now, if Setzer comes back to Dallas next year, I'll be there. He's the real deal. Okay, it's really not that bad of a tree, I guess. It did take me 2 hours to put all that stuff on there. 2 hours. 2 hours. So, that was the Brian Setzer Orchestra Christmas Extravaganza of 2016. For some reason, they did not come to North Texas this year. Don't know why. They kind of blew off 2019. I don't know. Did I make him mad? Come on, Brian. What did I do? Did I tick you off? Who knows? Who knows? But if Brian Setzer and his Christmas Extravaganza ever comes to your area, definitely check them out. It is a fun concert. Regardless if you like the Stray Cats, if you like swing music or rockabilly music or rock and roll music, or if you like good music, it's definitely a fun show to check out. In fact, Brian's one of my all-time favorite guitar players. In fact, I became such a fan of his that I actually went out and bought a Gretsch guitar. This guitar is actually 10 years old this month. Doesn't look 10 years old, does it? It even still has the plastic still on the pick guard. Shows how much I played this thing, doesn't it? Oh well. Anyway, still a cool guitar, and I like to play it.